Hello and good morning. Welcome to another episode right here on the MIgardener channel. This video is totally impromptu. I had no plans of doing it because I was just outside here. I like to spend the morning, the good part of the morning before I start work out here in the garden, just kind of meditating and relaxing and doing my harvesting. Check out these beautiful tomatoes, by the way. Totally not what I was going to show, but I had to show them because they're my two first giant black crim tomatoes. So kind of a proud gardener moment there. So I was out here just kind of meditating for the day, and my first mistake of the day. I don't even know why I did it. My phone ended up in my pocket somehow, and on top of that, my notifications were turned on for the day, which I usually will turn them off when I'm done for the day, and I'll turn them back on if I'm free and I'm able to take some notifications, some messages and things like that. I'll turn it on, and that way I can help people as they come in. And so I somehow turned my notifications on. So 2 mistakes in a row today. And I was out in the garden just harvesting the tomatoes and thinking about what I was going to do for the day, and my phone dinged. And as soon as it dings, yeah, it's almost, I feel like it's almost conditioning. You know, I got to check what it is. Maybe it's Mrs. MIgardener. I don't know. So I checked it, and it was a message on Facebook, and it was what prompted me to come out here and film this video. I was not trying to be rude to this person with my response, but again, it's what prompted me to come out and here and film this video. Their question was a gardening question, and as a side note too, people think I am available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. I'm not a 24-hour gardening service. I don't know why this has suddenly become more predominant, and I'm not sure if it's because we're becoming more of an entitled culture that thinks that because something is free, that it's free all the time. I think that might have something to do with it. I don't know. Sometimes people just think they might get lucky and snag me while I'm not doing anything, which is rare. And that might be the case too. I have no clue. I don't know. But it just seems like nowadays we're getting messages more and like just wild hours, like 4 o'clock in the morning or like 5 in the morning, when it's like, excuse me, like I have other things to be doing besides just helping people. I mean, I enjoy helping people, but I need to also be able to focus on myself and my family. You know, if me answering gardening questions from 9 in the morning until probably 6 at night doesn't suffice for you, then maybe this isn't the right relationship. You know what I'm saying? So, so it was 6:30 in the morning, and I got this message, and I just pretty much said, delete. And before you go start freaking out, I want to tell you why I deleted it. It's because I'm starting to do this more, where someone will ask me a extremely vague question, and I'll just delete it. And I'll get to the reason why I delete it. But first, I want to tell you what the question was. The question was worded, my plants are dying. I don't know what's wrong. Can you help? And my first inclination is, I'm not there. I don't know why your plants are dying either. I need some form of context. And here's my problem with this. This is why I delete them. Because there are 1,001, possibly even more, 1,000,001 reasons why your plant could be dying. I'm not there. I don't see your plant. I don't have a picture to go off of. I don't have context to go off of. I have nothing. And that's part of the problem why most gardeners fail. And that is why this video is titled, The #1 Reason Why a Gardener Will Fail. It's because you don't know anything. You have to understand that even if you fail, you know something. You have context to why your plant is dying. It's just you don't think you have context, because we live in a culture where people feel as if they're going to be spoon-fed. They can be spoon-fed information, and we're losing our ability to think with reason. We're losing our logical reasoning skills. And part of logical reasoning is using deductive reasoning. Part of deductive reasoning is saying, I'm doing this, the cause and effect of life. I'm doing this, here's an effect. Or here's an effect, what am I doing that could be causing this? As a gardener, this is our most beneficial skill. And I don't like answering someone that I might be going out on a limb, giving them false information, and taking my time when I could be helping people who are taking the time to hone their deductive reasoning and be able to come up with possible reasons why their plant might be dying. If this person would have said, Luke, my plants are dying, I think I might be overwatering, but I'm not sure. Can you help me? That would be enough context to say they think it's around watering. Are you watering on a daily basis? If your plants are dying, maybe it's that you're watering too much. You have to think that in your mind before you come to me and before you ask, what's going on? What's going on? You need to be able to know maybe what's going on. Otherwise, it's worse than the blind leading the blind. We're both blind in this situation, and there's a good chance I'm going to be leading you in a direction that probably is not the cause, with how many different reasons there are why your plant could be dying. And so I tend to delete about 99.99999% of them. And starting today, I will be deleting 100% of those questions. And you might say to yourself, well, that's pretty rude. They took the time to write that message. You got to know. You have to know. You have to understand why your plant might be dying. I can't speculate. I'm not going to sit there and speculate anymore. I have a growing audience of people and gardeners that want to learn how to grow their garden better. And I can't sit there and write down a 15, 20-minute message to one person, because that's why I do these videos. You know, this thing that we've built is here to help gardeners answer their questions, so that as my time becomes more and more precious with the more people there are, that I can help those that really truly are stuck in a rut, but have the right kind of mindset as to what could be going on. And I want people to become more aware of this. I want people to become more conscious of understanding their responsibility as a gardener. And I think it's so important to learn the deductive reasoning skills. We've lost them, folks. We've absolutely lost them. Even if your plant dies and let's say you're watering once a week, start with that. Say, might it have been watering? Look at the things that you're doing. Think about the things you're doing. If you can't think about the things that you're doing, then you have no place in being a gardener. A gardener must first understand everything they're doing. And it's very simple. You might say, that's really overwhelming, Luke. How am I supposed to know everything that I'm doing? Well, do you subconsciously water your plants, or do you consciously water them? Do you subconsciously go out and notice pests, or do you consciously go out and notice pests? If so, what do those pests look like? Do you subconsciously go out and, notice that your plant is turning yellow? Or do you consciously go out and notice your plant is turning yellow? These are all conscious things that you can observe, remember, and help you as a gardener infer as to what could be going on. Did you just fertilize? Or have you not fertilized yet? It's a mental log, or better yet, just keep a gardener's log. If you're that forgetful, in the morning, literally say, watered, and keep a track. Just keep like a little calendar, a little journal. Watered today, fertilized today, notice pests today. What do the pests look like? It helps you understand, because if you come to me and you know nothing, I'm going to delete the message. Because every gardener, even the most novice gardener that is just beginning a gardener, knows something. They know what they did, and I need to know that before I help someone. And until you learn that, it's the number one reason why a gardener will fail, is because they know nothing. You might get lucky and you might get successful, but if you didn't know what you did, or even be able to infer what you did to be successful, your chances of replication are slim to none, folks. Slim to none, you know, and that's how we all learn. Heck, that's how I learned to grow 99% of the plants in my garden, is by finding out what worked and guessing what worked and replicating. And if it didn't, go back, remember what else I did, and replicate again. You will lose more plants than you actually end up growing to full fruition. But over time, you will not need to be spoon-fed information, because you will be gathering the information yourself as a gardener. And that's my ultimate goal. That's why I have this channel, to help people, kind of guide them in the right direction, but ideally give them the tools for success. And so I just wanted to let you all know that, you know, because I think it's important. I think it's vital as a gardener to be able to infer and to have the ability to think logically as to what could be going on. And I hope you all have a wonderful day. I think this video is today's episode. I had something else planned, but I think it's vital to understand the number one reason why people fail as a gardener, because I think it's far more common, and you probably fall into this trap. I've even fallen into this trap more often than we care to admit. You know, it even happens to me. So don't think you're alone. It happens to me. You know, it happens to me a lot, actually. And we're just so conditioned nowadays with technology to just think that because technology is at our fingertips, that something is going to give us the answer we're looking for. And really, most of the answers are right at your fingertips. Not the fingertips of your phone, but they're the fingertips in real life. You know, the plants. They're the ones telling you what you're doing wrong and what you're doing right. So I hope you all enjoyed. I hope you learned something new. And as always, this is Luke from the MIgardener channel, reminding you to grow big or go home. We'll catch you all later. See ya.